That's hard to put on a Christmas card. But Matthew's inclusion of this half of chapter 2 is equally as important as the first half, and in some ways, I think, just as wonderful. And it's wonderful because I think it will speak to some of you more than the typical Christmas verses do. The truth is, not everyone likes Christmas. My dad never particularly liked Christmas because it was very closely associated with the death of his mom when he was a boy. Didn't love Christmas. Some of you have experienced something similar to that, or just for one reason or another, it's just not your favorite holiday. You don't really have that Christmas cheer. A little more Grinch than Elf. So what are you to make of the Christmas season? Is it simply the Christian duty to just grin and bear it? Go to 97.9 and listen to that Christmas music no matter what. Right? That's my job. Eat those cookies, sing those songs. Oh, great, here's another Christmas series. Or, to quote the great Dr. Seuss, what if Christmas doesn't come from a store? What if Christmas perhaps means a little bit more? This chapter, I hope, will create in you, Mr. or Miss Grinch, a fuller picture, a more holistic view of what Christmas really means, what the advent of Christ is. This section of Matthew opens with two dreams that just so happen to shape the rest of human history. These two dreams saved the world. The first is the dream of the wise men. They're warned not to return to Herod, but to go home a different way. Well, why were they going to go back to King Herod in the first place? Remember from last week, King Herod had asked them to. He said to them, when you find the baby, come tell me so I might go worship him. And we know this story forward and backwards, so we know Herod's sinister plot so well that we kind of assume the wise men did, but it appears that the wise men had no inkling of this. Their plan seemingly was to go back. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been warned in a dream not to. They were going to go and tell Herod where he was. They were one night's sleep away from that. They were 6 miles from Herod's palace to go tell him where baby Jesus was. It was that close. But God sends his angels or a dream of some type to warn the wise men, don't do it, go another way, go another route home, and they obey. Joseph is also warned in a dream number 2, to flee Bethlehem because Herod is going to seek to kill Jesus. Now, this would not have been shocking news. King Herod was known for killing off rivals. Throughout his reign, King Herod killed 3 of his sons and 1 of his wives because he was suspicious that they were trying to take the throne. And this was nothing new for Herod. He was a violent and wicked king, and Jesus was a baby, somewhere between a few weeks and a year old. Which means, and this might sound obvious, but it's important to himself from Herod. He was the Son of God, the Messiah, the creator of the universe, but at this moment, he was not potty trained. At this moment, he probably could not walk. He was probably breastfeeding at this moment. This is the zone to travel dangerous dirt roads in the middle of the night to a land they have never lived, a foreign land, wondering if at any moment soldiers might come down the road with swords to kill them all.